Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. So our class will proceed to another chapter, which is focused on the topic 5 on strategy entrepreneurship, and we have here our chapter new venture creation based on strategic approach. Okay, so this is the first outline based on our subject, which is based on strategic entrepreneurship and strategic management, and all the slide have this outline of the topic. And now we go to the next, which is what is a business strategy. So for this topic 5, you need to know what is the business strategy. And the business strategy is the action of organization takes to pursue its business objective, which some of the business want to achieve some of their goal, mission, and also the vision. And based on the strategy drive performance, and an effective strategy result in a good performance, which is some of the strategies can be performed by business and will result on the good performance or based on generating income. And a basic distinct among the content of a business strategy, the strategy process that the business adopt to maintain that strategy, and the environmental context within which the strategy must be made to work. So this is the process that the business try to make sure that they can blind with the environment context, and also can do some of the benefit for their business. And the content of business strategy also will be referred to the related to what the business actually does, and also based on the strategy process, which is related to the way of the business decide what is going to do, and they try to make sure that their performance are in good situations. Okay, now we go to the next strategy content, and here we must know the three related to the strategy content, which is refer to the things, the final product range, the customers itself, and the advantage it seek in the marketplace. So the product range based on the cover, the types, and also the range of the products that the firm supply to the market. And for the example, what type of product should the business offer, and what should their future be. So they must know what are the demand and supply of the in the market, and what the customer wants, to make sure that they produce some of the products which is can be benefit for their business. And also we can classify it is the final product range, which is the product to be offered to the customer, and also the customer itself make the market to be targeted, and the approach taken to competing advantage is seek in the marketplace. And the business also make sure that they can produce some of the products which is can be some of competitive advantage with the other business or other companies. So based on this is based on the market scope, and it is defines the customer group and market segment that will be addressed by the firm. And this is the key decision include how is the total market to be defined, and also what features are important for characterizing the market and defining the scope, and also on what group of customers should the business concentrate. So this is the key decision that when we want to address, or we want to promote, or we want to introduce our product to the market, we must know the situation of the market, and also the characterizing of the market, and we should focus with which group can accept our product. And now, based on the competitive approach, we can refer to the way in which the firm compete with its product market domain to sustain and also develop its business in the face of competitive pressure, and it is reflects the way in which the firm try to influence the customer to favor their offering. And this is, for example, how should the product be priced relative to competitors, and what distribution route will be used to get the product to the customer. So this is how to tackle the customer, which is they can make some of competitive advantage with their competitor, and they try to tackle of the customer based on the price, or also based on road contribution road that they can use to get the product, to make sure that the product arrive or accept by the customer. So, and then this is the decision strategy contents based on that must be made in the light of understanding of external conditions and also internal concerns, where the external refer to the characteristic of the market risk and the competitive situation and the way in which different sectors can be served. Meanwhile, for the internal, based on business mission and goal of the organization, and also the resources it have to hands and its capability. So for the internal, which is refer to the based on the internal of the business, and for the external, it goes to the environment which is can affect the situation or competitive situation for the business. Okay, so this is the strategy process in the entrepreneur business. And the first, we have to desire strategies and contents, and go to the achieve strategy content, which is they try to control over delivering the defined strategy contents. And also the desired strategy contents mean that what the company want to do to achieve their mission or their vision, which is they want to make sure that what they do can be achieved. And also, and then they go to the existing strategy content based on ongoing process, routing and decision making within the organization. And the last, they will do the way in which the decision about what the business wishes to achieve is taken and communicated. So that's mean that existing strategy content means that what the company want to achieve. And also, this is the firm strategy process, is the way in which the business make decision about the strategy content it wish to achieve. So if they want to achieve some of the strategy content, they must know the flow of this process. And the first refer to the desired strategy content, and then they achieve strategy content, and then they go to the existing strategy contents to make sure that the contents can be achieved. Okay, so this is the link between existing strategic contents and the strategy content achieved in the future. And this is refer to the business will evolve over time, and also the way in which the business modify its range of products, changes its customer base, and develop a competitive approach will be the result of a series of ongoing decision and action taken by the people who makes the decision make up the organization, and this decision occur even if the organization does not have the explicit strategy to guide them, and they might be made in response to immediate market opportunity. So this is the link, which is how the existing strategy content, and also how the strategy content can be achieved in the future. So that's mean the business can evolve from time to time, so they can change their strategy, or they can make some of improvement of their decision to make sure that their business can be accepted in the market, and also can be made in response to immediate to tackle the market opportunity. And there are also the link between existing strategy contents and desired contents, which is refer to the number of ways in which the organization can become aware of the desired strategy contents, and refer to the entrepreneur communication of the vision, the definition of the mission, and the setting of the objective of the business, and also through informal discussion. So this is the flow of the business. The first, that they must know, or they must communicate with their vision, and then they need to well define of their business mission, and then they know the mission, their vision and mission. They can setting up their goal of the business, and then they can make informal discussion to improve based on their business. Okay, now this is the link between the desired strategy contents, and also with the achieved strategy content, and the link is manifest in the ability of entrepreneur to deliver the strategy contents they desire for the organization. And there are two limits here, which is referred to the both achievable, must be both achievable given the market condition and the competitive force present, and feasible in terms of the resources available to the necessary investment. And the second, the degree of control the entrepreneur has over the organizations. So this is referred to the controlling strategy process in the venture. And if the entrepreneur is to maintain control of the organization and focus it on the opportunity that is seek to exploit, they must control its strategy. And this is the essential decision include the first, make decision relating to the development of their business mission, and the second, decision relating to the development of their strategy, and the third, decision relating to the control of their resources, and the last, the decision relating to the way objective will be set, monitors, and awards based on their staff and their business performance. So, and this is the well-designed strategy which can help the venture. And the strategy are refer to the encourage entrepreneur to assess and articulate their visions, ensure auditing of the organization and its environments. The third, illuminates new possible and latitude. And the fourth, provide organization focus. And 5, guide the structuring of the organization. And 6, acts as guide to the decision making. 7, provide a starting point for the setting of a goal of the business. And the last, act as a common language for stakeholders. So this is the strategy can help the venture of the some of the business. And if they want to achieve some of the new venture of their business, they must know this strategy, and they must make sure that all the flow of the strategy can be act and also can be achieved based on their decisions.